Rosario, acabas de realizar una clínica en el Teatro Vorterix.
Ajá.
Bueno, ante todo, muchas gracias por tu tiempo. Ahora me contabas que vas a estar viajando, sigue tu tour de clínicas.
Sí, sí, sí. I started playing in Peru
Yes.
o dia 2 de outubro. Outubro?
Sí.
Sim. Until October 2nd, I started my tour in Peru, Lima. I did my first drum clinic ever outside of Brazil in South America.
Yes.
Because I just did before clinics in Brazil, in US and Europe. That was my first tour outside of Brazil here in South America. So I was really excited to do that. And then I went to Colombia, Bogota, and now I'm here in Argentina. I did today this clinic here in Rosario. Was fantastic. And lunes, on Monday I'm gonna play in Buenos Aires, and La Última it's gonna be in Montevideo. And after
Uruguay.
that I'll go back to Brazil, go back home.
Yes, yes. Okay. Eloy, you started playing when you were so young, and you were just a teenager when you played at the Modern Drummer Festival.
Sí, sí.
How was? ¿Cómo te afectó esa o cómo repercutió en tu carrera esa experiencia?
That festival really changed my life.
Yes.
Because I think it's a dream for every drummer. Because I grew up playing the drums and watching to the Modern Drummer festivals. You know, we used to buy the DVDs, the
Yes.
cassettes,
Yes.
todas estas cosas. Because in Brazil we didn't have that much of information, so we have to choose to go after those DVDs, and that was a big like inspiration for me. I used it to see Modern Drummer as like a huge thing. And I remember that I bought a magazine, Brazil American magazine, and you had to to write like it was like inscription.
Yes.
Como una inscripción. And I sent it to US with a video of 3 minutes in a VHS tape. You know, and I was chosen to play at the Modern Drummer to open the festival.
Yes, yes, and a few years later you entered Sepultura. I imagine that it was awesome. It was a
Sure,
dream come true.
Because after Modern Drummer, when I was like 16, 17 years old, I started to play metal in Brazil with other bands, like
Yes.
to play power metal. I had 3 or 4 different metal bands. So Sepultura is like, it's really known in Brazil. Everybody knows Sepultura. You may not know the name of the songs or the songs, but you know the name Sepultura. It's really famous, and it's impossible, like almost impossible, to a Brazilian drummer, a Brazilian musician that doesn't know Sepultura and play metal. So I was really influenced by Sepultura before when I was young, and so like someday to be part of the band is like a dream that came true for sure. Because and it's in my style with Sepultura fits so well, because I like to play all the Brazilian stuff, Brazilian rhythms, and when we put that with metal, that is what is Sepultura. You know, Sepultura is very well known for like mixing the Brazilian culture, the Brazilian African culture, Indian culture with the metal. So that makes part of my style. So I couldn't be like happier playing Sepultura.
Yes, and bueno, le contamos a la gente en ese sentido, Sepultura siempre fue una banda que mixturó los ritmos brasileños, y eso también se puede escuchar en Machine Messiah, el último
Sí,
disco. Que estuvieron grabando en Suecia con el productor Jens Bogren.
Sí.
¿En qué cosas hizo hincapié este productor? O sea, ¿qué cosas les pidió como banda?
Jens Bogren is a very perfectionist man, a very
Yes.
perfectionist producer. He's very like concerned about the sound, very demanding about your performance, the way you play the song, and he's fantastic. He's fantastic. I remember that like we for each song I had to record 6 or 7 takes for each song.
Oh.
So we could like choose the best one after that, and it's very like and I lost a lot. I spent a lot of energy playing the drums, you know, since metal in the studio even more, because you have to play like it's your last time playing.
Yes.
You have to put your
On the live.
Yeah, you have to put like your best take on the album that everybody will listen to that forever. You know, it's gonna be there forever, and it's really important. And Jens, he was very demanding and pushing us harder, like even more hard. So that was a really good experience.
Great, great. Okay, let's talk about life on the road. How do you prepare before a tour?
Okay. Before I go on tour, I always like to at least 1 week before to play every day the show, like the show that I'm gonna do live, because that prepares my body to be ready to go on stage and give 100%. I think that's the most important, you know. Like, so all the fans, they have your best performance every night. So I like 10 days before we go on tour, I like to be at home and practice like the full show and try to simulate a show moment, like a show situation.
Yes.
You know, that when I will not, it might be hot, so I close all the doors. I don't turn on the
Cellular phone.
the air conditioning.
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I try to simulate a show condition.
Yes.
Where it might be hot, and so I like to do it, and it works for me.
And you train at the gym.
See, I always do like lift weights.
Yes.
I like to run, so that helps to keep my body in shape to be prepared for doing the Sepultura show, because it's sometimes I don't like to do this physical preparation, you know, because it's really boring, because it has nothing to do with music.
Yes.
Something totally apart from music. So that sometimes annoys me a little bit. I'm like doing all these things, but like I like to be just playing the drums, like, you know, but
it's so demanding.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. The style is so demanding that you have to do something to play well.
Okay, Eloy, last one. Bueno, vamos a preguntarle a Eloy qué consejo le puede dar a los jóvenes como que están recién empezando en el mundo de la música y de la batería. Él es un chico muy joven, solo 26 años, y ya hace varios años que está viviendo de la música. ¿Qué consejos le podrías dar a aquellos que quieran dedicarse profesionalmente a la música?
See, the best thing that I can say to everybody is just to follow your dreams, follow your heart, you know. I think that it sounds maybe like everybody says that, but that's the most important. I always followed the way that I wanted to be, I wanted to play, and to really found yourself on the music, on your instrument. Don't try to copy nobody. You know, it's really important to have influences, to listen to other musicians, to other bands, but you have to find yourself, like on the work. Like you might be like a painter like Van Gogh, but the most important guy was Van Gogh, because he created something. It's like music, you know.
Yes.
You have to create something to be like in the world, to be here. You know? So I think that's the most important thing, to be yourself, to create something, to give something to the world. You know? So that's my
Approach.
advice. You know?
Yes, and you previously visualized it in your head.
See, but sometimes I don't like have an idea what it's gonna be, because we are always in a constant transformation.
Yes.
We always transform. Sometimes I like some style of music, sometimes I just don't like it. Sometimes I want to be like that, sometimes I don't.
Yes.
You know, so you have to follow your heart, follow your nature. That's the most important.
Okay, Eloy, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Obrigado.
Muchas gracias a usted. Fue increíble.